the first of the two for the Toyota MR2 category. The best start was made by Stephen Lumley. He led as they turned their way through Cox Corner, the man from Bury St Edmunds, fending off the rest of the pack. But it wasn't long before the opposition started to gang up on him. Gordon Milner, local man from Northampton, hit the front despite Lumley fighting back on the inside, coming down towards Brooklands. And there was a great battle going on behind him as well for third place. Number 10, Alan Henderson, was under real pressure from Andy Hutchinson as the two ran side by side up towards Brooklands. The pair of them, both from Colville in Leicestershire, ran side by side through Luffield, although back on the inside to hang on to the place was Henderson, with 81 Adam Litchfield in only his third ever race, looking for a way through on the inside line. Ultimately though, a car number 10, that of Alan Henderson, would secure its third place, and Malcolm Eaton from Sandy Acre came up into fourth, whilst Litchfield and Patrick Mortell ran together coming into Brooklands, but Litchfield ended up in the gravel. That was his race at a premature end, but he'd shown pace, and he was certainly going to be one to watch in race 2. But Gordon Milner, headlights ablaze, would come through to make history by winning the very first race at POWERnights. He won by just a second and a half from Stephen Lumley in second place, with Alan Henderson rounding out the top three. Malcolm Eaton. Welcome back to Silverstone. We're here for POWERnights, and we're about to get the second race of the evening for the Toyota MR2s underway. Adam Litchfield lining up at the front of the grid, with Richard Weaving alongside him. Adam Litchfield ended the first race in a gravel bed. He's wanting to do better here. Karen Phillips there with her Mark 1 MR2 on the next row of the grid, with Andy Woodbine lining up alongside. But the drivers to watch, Stephen Lumley, number 58, the blue car, at the back of the grid with the race 1 winner, Gordon Milner, alongside. This second round of races starts on a reversal of the race 1 result, and it's a 10-minute race plus a lap. The race gets underway now then. Slow start being made by Richard Weaving. Everybody else though darts around him, and as they head down towards Cox Corner for the first time, it's Adam Litchfield then who grabs the lead. Karen Phillips going with him on the inside, and the drivers to watch here, that rear of the grid, Stephen Lumley and Gordon Milner, already working their way through, because they're on the inside. Look, the blue car of Stephen Lumley has made a demon getaway. Lumley mid-grid already as they turn their way up through Cox Corner for the first time. One car running very, very wide coming out of Copse now, but the race leader is Adam Litchfield, and he's getting away. Litchfield was quick in the earlier race of the evening. Number 1, Patrick Mortell there looking on the inside to go ahead of Malcolm Eaton as they turn their way up through Beckett. Karen Phillips 4th, but Stephen Lumley on the inside in the Mark 2, the pale blue MR2, going through up into 4th place, I reckon now. Everybody out of Beckett's, and now down towards the left-hander of Brooklands for the first time. So, the race-leading car is that of Adam Litchfield, but second and third are going to be side-by-side. Look, on the inside is Eaton, Patrick Mortell, though, nearest up, number 1 on the outside line there, trying to hang on to the place. Number 12, Northampton driver, Gordon Milner, the man that won the opening race of the evening, goes through them, working his way up the order. Behind him there, Kevin Williams. And as they swing their way through Luffield up towards the completion of the lap, Malcolm Eaton goes very wide indeed to try to go around the outside of the commentary driver, Patrick Mortell. In 4th place there, you can see Steve Lumley, the man from Bury St Edmunds, and given his pace in the earlier race, and given the way he's going now, he's going to be a good bet for a win here, I would have thought. Over the line they come, down to Cox Corner. Litchfield leads, but look at this, second, third and fourth absolutely together. Through on the inside goes Patrick Mortell. Malcolm Eaton in third. But Stephen Lumley looking very menacing indeed now. He's in 4th place, and also, look, Gordon Milner is with them in 6th now, coming out of Copse, and Gordon Milner too could well be on the podium for the second time this evening. Up they go now, through Maggots, and then into the hairpin at Beckett. Stephen Lumley up into 3rd place. Behind him, Malcolm Eaton is 4th. In 5th place, number 10, Alan Henderson, the Colville joiner, and there is Gordon Milner going through in 6th position now. He's about to become 5th because they sprint their way down the National Straight. There's another place gained by Milner. But Adam Litchfield is getting away a little bit with all of this battling going on behind. He is having the opportunity now to build up the lead. Down they come into Brooklands. Lumley in 2nd, Mortell 3rd, down to 4th, and has got Eaton. And Gordon Milner is 5th. There's a rather sideways. Patrick Mortell fights the Road Motorsport car through the left-hander. Now up towards Luffield. Going a little bit wide there is Alan Henderson. Gets everything back under control indeed. Looks for a tighter line coming out of the corner. Now trying to sprint right up alongside Gordon Milner as they come over the line. Adam Woodcote, Adam Litchfield still leads them, powering his way down towards Cox Corner, but behind him, who's going to come through now? Stephen Lumley it is, in 2nd place, as Gordon Milner there, look, has a go on the inside to go ahead of Malcolm Eaton. Is he going to be able to go through? No, not quite. tries on the inside, couldn't quite make that move stick. Another of the cars run by Road Motorsport, and very wide indeed goes Eaton, very wide, in fact even wider goes Kevin Williams. Leaders down now towards Brooklands. Still up front is Litchfield, but now for second and third he's got Lumley ahead of Mortel, and for fourth Gordon Milner trying to go around the outside there. Is he going to make the move work? Yes he does, that was really brave. Gordon Milner goes through, so the race 1 winner is now up into fourth place. I still think he's good for the podium. He may even get another winner. That's Mortel getting it wrong, way off into the gravel bed. Oh no, he's stuck fast now. Patrick Mortel tries to back out, but he's not going to go any further as Milner, and then right up behind him Henderson come across the line. Behind them Malcolm Eaton, and then it is Kevin Williams as they go charging down towards Cops Corner. Litchfield is being caught by Lumley though now. Now can Gordon Milner make any further progress from the last place on the grid than third? That's where he is now, with Malcolm Eaton tucked up behind him. But there's still quite a bit of daylight to make up as we see a replay of what Patrick Mortel did wrong. A little bit too rapid through Luffield. The back comes round, he tries to catch it, but as he does, it spears him off to the left and into the gravel, and that is his race done. In the meantime, Kevin Williams now turning his way through Beckett. He was trying to go around the outside of Alan Henderson there, but it didn't work, and so Henderson goes back ahead as they turn out of the right-hander. You're on board with Stephen Lumley down towards Brooklands, and you can see now that he's closing right up onto the tail of Adam Litchfield. There's something rather surreal about this. It's a Thursday night, we're at Silverstone, and we've got the leaders side by side because Litchfield goes wide. Lumley makes the run up alongside him. Litchfield can't get back up alongside, and so we have a new race leader. Stephen Lumley has done it as they come out of Brooklands through Luffield. A mistake made by Adam Litchfield. Both of these two drivers with a novice cross on the back of the car, but look also now. Third, Gordon Milner is getting closer and closer to them. He's looking ever more menacing as they come over the line. This battle between Alan Henderson and Kevin Williams continues as well as they go past the pits now, down towards Cops Corner once again. Turning through the right-hander, Lumley leading Litchfield, but Gordon Milner is almost with them. 10 minutes plus 1 lap, these races. Out of Cops, heading up now towards Maggots, then on towards Beckett. This is Steve Lumley's view. The Silverstone National Circuit, ideal for races like this because it's nice and wide, and it also has lots of overtaking opportunities. This is one of them, Beckett, and Brooklands, to where they're heading now, is another. That's Gordon Milner hard at work, and you can see now that he's towed himself up onto the back of those ahead as Karen Phillips goes through with her Mark 1 MR2 there. She started on the third row of the grid. She's been overhauled by quite a few as Adam Litchfield gets the back of the car all sideways going through Luffield, even more sideways for the second element of the corner. Eventually he catches it, but that is now going to leave him wide open to an attack from Gordon Milner. Milner looking on the inside here as they come almost side by side over the line. Now this should give Gordon Milner the chance to challenge on the run down towards Cops Corner. Litchfield then on the outside. It's still Steve Lumley in the lead of the race. Can Milner do anything about him? Into Cops, Litchfield hangs on to the place there. That was good defensive driving. And right with him in third is Gordon Milner as Litchfield gets all sideways there. A real tank slapper on. The back of the car goes left and right and left and right. And ultimately that cost him the place because Gordon Milner now has gone through. Is he going to be able now to get onto terms with Lumley? They turn their way out of Beckett's. Litchfield still really driving very, very hard, and there's another bit of a moment there for him. He hangs on to it. Very inexperienced driver, Adam Litchfield. The race leaders then come down towards Brooklands for the last time, and Gordon Milner is going to make his move on the inside now, is he? That's going to give him the lead, I reckon, as they come into the braking area. He's done it! From last on the grid to first, Gordon Milner then, with only a couple of corners to go, takes over the lead, but Steve Lumley doesn't like that, and he tries on the outside as they head their way through Luffield. Is it going to work for him? Not quite. So Gordon Milner is still up front, but Lumley might be able to challenge as they come out of Woodcote Corner. Through the right-hander, checkered flag is going to be at the ready this time for Gordon Milner to do the double in the Toyota MR2 class here at POWERnights. Milner wins. Second across the line is Stephen Lumley. The Northampton driver, Gordon Milner, then takes 2 race wins. He's delighted about that. Steve Lumley is second, and Adam Litchfield is going to hang on to third ahead of Malcolm Easton. Alan Henderson takes 5th, and Kevin Williams comes home in 6th, with just 0.36 of a second separating the 2 winning drivers. Well, Gordon Milner is absolutely delighted. He and his son on the podium, winner of both races.
The whole day's been superb. We've been testing and racing. It's wonderful to have the crowd, some weather at last. My son came up today. He's just won a little trophy himself for some penalty shootouts. And he said, "Go on, Daddy, go and win it." And he drawn a little sketch to put me in pole position. It's just been a great day for everybody. We've all enjoyed ourselves tremendously.